Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. So guys, I came out this video for you and I thought to share where the Chinese manufacturing, industries and their staffs are actually revealing the real cost of production of some of the expensive, luxurious bags that these brands make you pay. Like these guys go as far as asking you to pay a ridiculous amount of money on a product that they know deep inside of them that it costs at least $3 to produce. Guys, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. All right, lovelies, let's dive into it.
Your made in Italy Gucci 80% come from Chinese factory. They just add the logo in Europe to make you pay the price of 10 times. Close your eyes. If your Hermes says made in China, does it feel cheaper? No, that's not quality issue. It's luxury brand washing. Fun fact, the hands stitching your product, 42% are Chinese artisans. We don't do cheap, we do underrated luxury. Why pay 2,000 Europe for Parisian air? Same leather, same craft, just without the European fairy tale facts. Be a luxury rebel, you can shop on Chinese platforms such as Taobao, 1688, Tianmao, Jingdong. You can even go directly to Guangzhou, Yiwu, Quanzhou, Wenzhou to buy. Don't know how to buy, how to pay, or arrange delivery? Just PM me. GoNext to provide free shopping guidance and shipping services for you.
Y'all say I paid full price for a Louis, Gucci, Prada, Versace, any of that shit that is made in China, I'ma laugh at you. Yep. Cause I just found out that all them hoes are the same. If you got your Gucci from DHgate, bitch, it's the same Gucci in the stores. It just got a label. Y'all ain't doing nothing but paying for a label. You label whores are about to be so pressed and so mad because y'all are not actually buying anything worth of substance. Y'all buying the same shit that we buy on DHgate, which I ain't ever bought anything from DHgate, but now I am. I'm gonna go get me a Gucci purse from DHgate because I didn't know that was the same thing. But China just got on this goddamn platform and said, you're basically buying the same thing. The only thing you're actually really paying for is the label. We are all producing these mass productions in the same fucking place. Bruh. Jordans too. Get all your shit from DHgate. It's all the same now. If I see oh my God. Chanel handbags. Chanel handbags. Cosmetics. Skims. Y'all are done. Done.
It ain't no way we been getting finessed like this, y'all. And China just exposed it all. So boom, Americans out here dropping 800, 1,200, and even 4,000 and more on designer clothes, thinking it's all luxury, all high quality clothes, the high end stuff. But China just pulled the curtain back and showed the world that most of the stuff is made in the same factories with material that costs a fraction of the price. So we're talking shoes that cost $30 to make, but it's being sold in US for $700. And we're talking hoodies that cost $10 to make, that's being sold for over $300. And jeans that cost $50 to make, that's being sold for $500 to $1,000. That's not high end. That's robbery, y'all. And this is the crazy thing. This is not even new. A lot of people just been blind to it. They think it just because it got a fancy label, that means it costs more. In reality, that just means the markups is better. China basically said, here y'all go. Now y'all better act like you know. And now everybody mad. They not mad at China. They mad at the brands that been overpricing this stuff they've been buying. They mad at the brands that they've been worshiping. See a sucker, lick a sucker, no diddy. They seeing now, they were never buying quality. They were buying status. And they finally waking up. All of this happened because of this tariffs. People would have never knew. Or some people was really too blind to even notice the fact. But now everything is front and center for everybody to see. So if you one of them people that dropped the check on this designer shit and now you feel played, let me know down below in the comments. Let's talk about it.
So now we know why America really didn't want us to see what they was doing over in China. And if you don't know, click the search bar and see how China just exposed America. That designer that you've been spending your money on, $200, $300, $400, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. All of your hard-earned money basically been going to knockoffs, if that's what y'all want to call them, Canal Street specials, if I might say. China is basically saying that your favorite designer gets their bags, their clothes, their shoes made in China, not Italy. So when you thinking you getting the finest of threads, you getting them from China. And now China is saying that they got them for the low, like they been had them, but they just not keeping it secret no more. So what they're saying is that designer that we've been wearing, they've been making, and they make it for cheaper, and we might as well not buy that designer that we've been buying. It's kind of strange to me because a lot of people been losing their lives to get designer. It's a lot of people that lost their lives over designer. And you're telling me that China's been making it? All I can say is this trade war is exposing the real from the fake and the fake from the real. If that makes sense. I'm out.
How to ship goods from China to the US is very simple. You can log into GoNest to obtain your warehouse address in China. Just instruct your supplier to ship the goods to the address. Next, we will inspect the goods, handle custom duties, and provide door-to-door delivery service from China to anywhere in the world.
Well, I'll be damned. First, the Birkins being sold on live. Now they're giving tutorials on how to get your stuff shipped from China straight to your door, babes. Seen these videos come up on your timeline of China exposing the US to the rest of the world in the most petty but effective way by showing how the typical American buyer is actively getting scammed in real time every single day. If you've paid for Lululemon, you've been scammed. If you've paid for Gucci, you've been scammed. If you've paid for any of these up-end designer brands, you've most likely been scammed. You see, China is actively fighting back against JD Vance's claims against the Chinese peasants only being able to produce scraps to which the Americans tend to import. We are finding out in real time how the most expensive luxury brands within the Western world are actively scamming Americans by saying that their products are built and manufactured in European countries like Italy or France, when in reality, without China, they would be nothing. All of these companies are seeming to do is have their products manufactured actually in China. They import it into somewhere like France or Italy and then slap that logo on in that respective country so that they can say that it's made in Italy or made in France. And of course, what a lot of Americans are now realizing now is that the reason as to why they're paying that super expensive price for that designer brand is because it was made in Italy. But in actuality, it's made in China. And if it said that it was made in China, it would bring down the price exponentially. And this is why people say not to pay for these designer brands, because you're not paying for the quality, you're paying for the logo. I don't know, personally, the 200-day free visa to actually shop authentically in China is sounding pretty tempting. So you've likely seen these videos come up on your timeline of
talking about China. Y'all might as well know the luxury bag game has been exposed. It has. I'm telling you right now. Now, clearly for years, the people who've been making off those knockoff Louis Vuitton bags have been getting the discarded materials from actual Louis Vuitton. That's been exposed. And you may find craftsmen who will put the bag together faster for you, so the quality or stitching may be here or there off. But for the most part, if you get a good quality knockoff, it's basically the same materials. You're just not getting that quality craftsman that's putting it together. Now, sure, there's some shit out there. But I'm gonna tell you now, since these China tariffs and this whole trade war and how these China influencers have literally blew the market off of luxury bags and how cheap it is to make a Chanel bag and how much they mark it up in the Chanel store, if y'all are still paying full price for these luxury goods, shame on you. You just need to find out and know where to get the very good imitations, because they're technically the same bag, if that matters to you. Now, you want to be on the waiting list for years to get an Hermes, or you can go to Shanghai. Go to the AP market, go all the way into a back room to the back room to the back room. You're getting the same motherfucking bag, made faster, quicker, and cheaper. China has rolled back its stringent policy on knockoff bags because of the tariffs and the trade war that U.S. has started. And I'm telling you right now, DH Gate and Ally Express, the bags on there are about to be just as expensive and just as relevant as the actual bags are from the actual stores. If you know, you know. I'm telling you right now. Y'all are literally paying for the designer name if you're going into these stores and buying the actual real bag. I know some of y'all get the thrill of saving and going in there and giving these people your hard-earned money, but if you find a good, like that episode of Sex and the City where Carrie took Samantha to that trunk in the valley, same motherfucking deal. Two rules though. You gotta know what the fuck you're looking at, and you gotta know what the real thing looks like. If you have no education on any kind of bags you're looking for, you might be just buying shit. You gotta know what you're doing. But these bags are out there to be had. I'm telling you now, if that's your thing. I'm just saying, the gig is up. The luxury goods bag market is up. These luxury retailers know that the materials to make these bags don't negate the actual high cost of them in the stores in America. And this tariff and trade war has exposed that shit. I'm telling y'all right now. Do your homework. Everybody can be walking around here with a designer bag if you want, if that's your thing. Maybe you might want to buy eggs though, since y'all said the egg prices were too high. And you can't eat an Hermes bag. Ain't no protein in that.
I don't want to be that guy, but how did y'all not know that these bags and all these luxury items were not worth what they said they were worth? Like, where y'all been at? I remember back well over a decade ago when I was really into fashion and I wanted to go into design, I looked to where you would get this stuff manufactured. Like, where do they have all the materials and everything I need? Where do they put it together? What's the supply chain? That led me over to China. When I was looking up different materials and items and how much shipping costs, it is cheap. And I'm talking about the highest of the high quality stuff. It is cheap. There's no such thing as a $38,000 bag. All right. There's no special Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Birkin cow that they make the leather from. Okay. Common sense, folks. There's only so much that something can cost unless they're actually putting jewels, diamonds, rubies, pearls, sapphire, unless they're using actual precious metals like gold and silver. You're just getting regular metal. You're getting glue, thread. Even the highest quality thread ain't even gonna hit 3 figures. What are we talking about, folks? So when y'all paying hundreds of dollars for t-shirts, jeans, sneakers especially, I'm sorry, anything that can be glued together, I'm not paying 3 figures for. If I can't take it to a cobbler and get it fixed, it's not worth 3 figures. But y'all are out here buying this stuff actually thinking you flexing on somebody. These rappers then completely duped everybody because they were duped first. Ever since then, everything I've ever worn has been because I liked it, it looks good, it fits well, and it fits my budget. Because there's no such thing as a pair of jeans being worth over $50. There's no such thing as a t-shirt being worth over $20. And at best, sneakers, I might give you 80. I might. Depending on if I really, really like them, I might. But to be honest, I'm glad China is exposing everybody because this is long overdue, because everything is too high priced over here in the United States, and they need to knock these prices down. I'm all for it. Keep exposing everybody.
I love what China doing. Keep on exposing these big brands. I just saw a video of this lady saying that, yeah, Lululemon, those leggings that y'all are paying $100 for, $5-6 over there. Like, they so petty because now the suppliers are saying, hey, y'all can just come to us directly. You ain't even got to do all that. Don't go to Alibaba. You come right to us. And those wedding bands that y'all are paying thousands of dollars for, you can get that same wedding band for $2. And he really think he doing something with these tariffs. Like, you ain't doing nothing but just exposing yourself and exposing this country. Like, this back and forth mess that he's doing, he's just causing such a big mess. And you can tell that they're getting scared now, because now all of a sudden they are saying, hey, well, you know what? It's not going to be on electronics anymore. Not on the electronics, because they saw that Apple went over there and took them phones and flew them back over here. They said, oh, not us. I hope that this is the end of the whole knockoffs conversation. Like, it's all coming from the same production line.
The Chinese government is not playing around at all. In response to Trump increasing tariffs on Chinese goods, the Chinese government has fought back by getting other factory representatives to expose exactly how a lot of Western brands, including American brands, are produced. And to me, it's a clear and obvious attack on American luxury retail. These manufacturers are also offering for you to buy the same items from their own factories, essentially cutting out the middleman. And what this makes me think of is, what is the legality of all of this stuff? Are people going to have lawsuits? Are brands going to start suing? Because technically a lot of these factories are selling other brands' IP. There was this really, really popular video on TikTok about how Hermes bags are produced, and they also offered to produce Hermes bags without the logo for a fraction of the price. And even if nothing comes from this, just the education that people are having that a lot of these things are produced in China, because it seems on TikTok that people really didn't know about these things. Of course, I have a 14-part series about this on Patreon, and I've covered this on YouTube constantly. But I think just people being educated is going to lead to a lot of people not buying luxury brands as frequently. I've seen a lot of videos on TikTok where people are saying they're completely pissed off to learn and find out that this is how their garments are produced, which is surprising to me because I thought a lot of this was common knowledge. The trade war continues. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
I'm so confused because Hermes clearly purports that all of their bags are handmade in France and their watches are made in Switzerland. In their verbiage, there is no room for confusion about where their products are manufactured. There's no room for China. But in the beginning of that video, that nice Chinese man is clearly standing in front of what appear to be Hermes bags, saying that these are the bags that we manufacture. I noticed he didn't say Hermes when he called out all the brands like Prada, Louis Vuitton, Coach. But the implication was very clearly there. And if Hermes products, specifically their bags, are made from beginning to end in France, why would their valuation drop with the news that Chinese manufacturers are spilling the tea? It says right here on their website, the vast majority of our products are manufactured in France. And they talk about sourcing cashmere from Mongolia, blah, blah, blah. But absolutely nothing about China. And those purses that man was standing in front of were identical to Hermes bags, correct? So does that mean Hermes is lying to us? At least lying by omission? Or are their bags beginning to end manufactured, designed, whatever, in France? I'm so confused.
Like, seriously, lovelies, the whole of today, like, it's as if China people or the people of the China community actually remembered MAGA people and MAGA supporters or whatsoever. Just imagine Just imagine paying almost 30 or $3,000 on a bag, on a shoe, or even clothing, on a bag, on a shoe, or clothing that actually cost lesser, like that didn't even cost up to a one quarter of what they used to produce it. I hope that most of all these brands are seeing what is going on. Like, I want to see them reply. I want to see them type. I want to see the backlash, like the back and front backlash, because this revolution is an eye opener. So these staffs, these manufacturing industries, I don't know if they actually, like most of the industries or the manufacturing industries, gave them the go ahead to reveal the truth to the public. Like, look at what Orange Man has cost. Orange Man has actually cost a lot of, especially to those people that have brands. Because I believe that it was because of the back and forth of the tariffs here and there that is making all of these people to come out to reveal the real truth behind these manufacturing industries or these brands. So these guys, we go to China. They will go to China, produce their goods and services that didn't even cost them that much. Then shipping it, then rebranding it and tagging it luxurious wears, luxurious shoes, luxurious bag, luxurious what have you. But in the real sense, they never spend such amount of money that is sold to the public to manufacture and produce that. That means people are actually paying such ridiculous amount of money for the branding, not even for the real goods. That means you are paying such amount of money for the paper, for the brand, for the branding, for all of the name. That means you are paying for that name. You're not paying for the products. You are paying for the name. Let's just take, for instance, Gucci, right? That means you are not even paying for the goods you bought from Gucci. Let's talk about maybe the shoe or the. So let's just take, for instance, Nike and the shoes. You are not paying for the shoe. You are only paying for that name, for Nike. That is why you are paying such ridiculous amount of money. I saw so many stitches where most of the staffs that work, maybe I think they work with the manufacturing industries, exposing all of the brands, calling their names one after the other to show you that Chinese people are angry. They are angry and they decided to spill the beans. They are angry. I also saw a video of the VP calling them peasants. Hey, God. This WAR, I don't know. I just like it because there's a way you have to like push someone. You just push this person to the wall, and the person decide to spill all of the beans. The person will decide to actually tell the world all of the lies. Like most of these brands, you see, most of this. Do you know that they are even giving out both address, phone numbers on how you can buy directly from China without going through this Nike, Versace, blah blah blah, all of those big, brands. These guys are serious. They are very angry. They are very angry. They said they don't care. They don't care about the tariffs. If you're going to come for us, we are going to come for you. This is just what is happening in the social platform. Like, I woke up today after my service and I was like, what is happening on TikTok? It is all about China this, China that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just because of words. Just because you think that you can do whatever you want. You are the king of the world. Nobody have the right to actually question your decision without knowing that your decision is going to affect a lot of people. Like this other guy I stitched his video that was all crying on the social platforms. Anyway, lovely listener, just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you, lovely listener, I upload the next one.